Hello, I'll be using the diagramming tool Lucidchart with its AI features to solve the problem statement of Chroma's whiteboard. And we will be doing a design class diagram and a sequence diagram. So let's first start with the design class diagram. And as you can see, we just open a document and then go here, generate diagram. So yeah, let's just ask the AI to make one, create a design class diagram for a Chrome OS whiteboard. And then we already have a general idea of what classes we want, which would be like whiteboard, obviously, the following classes, whiteboard display. And we also want like shapes, and then like describe some of the shapes, so like rectangle, a circle. Then we want some like tools to draw with too, so tools. And then we would have like pen, pencil, some of the tools, pencil, and then brush. Then obviously we would want users for login. So those would be our first starting classes, and let's see what it makes. All right. Has some aggregation, add user, remove user. All right. Well, let's first let's make shapes also a aggregation, because they can be separate. Or actually, let's do users first, because it's not an aggregation. It would be. Also, these are like these are methods, so I think we would want another class for user display, which would interact with like users. That's for like adding and removing users to whiteboard. And so then we could just have like user display then or we would need to change users to user display, and then make a new class called users and give it appropriate attributes. See if it does that. Okay, and then we do then connect users to user display with the label has. All right, let's do that. All right, so let's see what it made. Okay, well, it did has the users. Yep, has some good stuff there. Kept that. Assuming problem with this tool is you're gonna have to change the arrows, but we can do that later. All right. Alright, well, shapes, draw and erase, that's more like a shape display for like the UI portion, so let's just change that. Make it add another class called shapes display, which is the class that generates the shapes, and keep shapes interface for circle and rectangle. And we want to make sure that shapes display is connected to whiteboard, so we'll just add that, make shapes display connected to whiteboard display with connection labeled. We'll just say used in, because yeah, it's like part of it. And the connection between, or we can just do two shapes labeled creates. And we'll make sure to which creates the shapes and get the same operations as shapes. Update that. All right. And we can change shapes display connection to be an aggregation. And then yeah, we gotta update shapes method. Change shapes method to be, and we just do like set color or something general. Yeah. As you see this AI diagramming tool, you can use it to quickly update all of that. You don't have to do anything. You just type it. As you can see, it does that. All right. Oh, updated shapes display as well. Change shapes display operations to be set add shape and remove shape. All right, these are just general methods, or I'm just showcasing like how you can use the tool to update and delete stuff. Let's look here. Everything looking good. So then after this, you would just do some manual editing. if you're fine with how it looks. So yeah, just fix the arrows a little bit, do this. Irrigation, and then yeah, you can change. You mainly edit like your display and be like has or if we do used in just to match it. Used in. And that's just a showcase of how you could use it to create or how to use Lucidchart with AI diagramming tools to create a unclass diagram quickly. And then yeah, just make sure that the syntax is all correct. And if you're like doing another diagram before this, like yeah, the AI diagram tool is not good with color, so you could like do it manually to like do yeah, if you're like doing UI only, so like just like you are forced to be different colors and stuff, yeah, or like yeah, the same color. Just like keep diagramming integrity and all that. But yeah, actually, yeah, these would need some attributes. So if I wanted to, I could edit that as well. Let's see. Yeah, you could like do say like add attributes to tools and give it appropriate attributes that apply to brush, pencil, and pen. Color thickness. Yeah, there we go. It quickly adds that. And then I'll revert to that. Oh yeah, it does revert the manual changes. So yeah, then you would have to do finish, and then after you click finish, it yeah, you can't ask it any more AI prompts if you click finish. So you click finish, then yeah. But yeah, you can like manually edit it back and then like replace the aggregation, add colors and stuff. Like the arrows and yeah. Alright, let's do a sequence diagram. Also, you could do in that prompt, reprompting, you could have said use these classes to make a sequence diagram, but we'll just reset that because usually it's not that good. So we'll just create it from scratch. And also, you can't edit the sequence diagram it gives if you ask it in the reprompt. So let's do the sequence diagram now. So let's just let's just make the prompt, create a sequence diagram for a Chrome OS whiteboard where the user is doing the use case of putting shapes and drawing with utensils on the whiteboard. I'm just showing a more general prompt just to show like how it performs without like specific details. And yeah, it's not very good, so we would want to make sure to include different classes and stuff. So let's do that. Which includes, let's delete this. Which includes the following classes. Whiteboard display, shapes display, shapes, tools. We'll do tools display, even though we didn't do it before, because it'll make it easier for the sequence diagram portion. Yeah, if you're like fixing the other diagram, you would add tools display to keep it consistent. That's weird. What? All right. As you can see, it made some pretty good stuff here. Added all the classes I wanted. Yeah, there's some stuff we could edit here, like making so user only does open the whiteboard. So let's just make it so users only action is open whiteboard, and let's make the action from whiteboard display to shapes display to be add shape, since we don't want to do like initialize shape display. That's like not very good. Adding shape, because like the user wants to add a shape, so it's doing that. And then from shapes display to shape, probably want select. We'll do like select specific shape, just like choosing from different ones. Select specific shape. And then we do appropriate returns to help speed up the process, which we'll rely the AI to do. And let's see what it produces. Let me just fix these typos. All right, well, still did initialize shapes display. Let's just say, remove initialize shapes display. And then for some reason the tools thing got removed. All right, so let's just do this. Remove initialize shape display and tool display, and then add action from tools display, or from whiteboard display to tools display with the action with the label. I mean, we do that too. Select tool, or actually let's do drawing, draw on whiteboard, and then do from tools display to tools, there is a label, select specific tool, and we just do, and then have appropriate return arrows. Return, yeah, pseudo-arrows. See. All right. As you can see, it did that automatically. Then now let's just do, there's no activation bars, so let's add activation bars, which you can do very easy. Then yeah, we have our thing here. And again, for manual editing, we could always just do a color change, since, yeah, look, you can't do color changes. Change the color for whiteboard display, whiteboard and shape display to something different. Yeah, as you see, like, it is messed up. And show how do you revert, you can just do delete, and then boom, it's back. So yeah, for manual edits, for sequence diagram, it'd be a good idea to just like manually change the color. So yeah, do that by like the same process. Yeah, be quicker to do that. So yeah, that's how you do a sequence diagram as well. Yeah, and then you just press finish, and then you're good. I also, you would probably want to change this to be over here to keep integrity. And yeah, just to like keep all displays in line, and then all the backend in line. Also, we could add a loop function, because yeah, the user would want to keep on adding shapes and stuff. So let's just do that. Add a loop with the label user wants to change stuff on whiteboard. Just say around round hole activation bar of whiteboard display. As you see, it does that as well. And yeah, hopefully you found this video helpful in using Lucidchart to help your diagramming needs.